All right, in section 11.3, we are going to focus on parallelograms. So we already know that opposite sides of parallelograms are parallel from yesterday's lesson. They are also congruent. Some other facts about parallelograms: their opposite angles are congruent to one another. Also, their consecutive angles are supplementary, so they add up to 180. Finally, remember in any quadrilateral, we know that there's two diagonals. Diagonals in a quadrilateral in a parallelogram bisect each other, meaning that they cut each other in half. Now we're going to use all of those pieces of information dealing with a parallelogram to be able to answer different algebraic equations. So in an example here, I want to solve for x and y. I'm assuming that this is a parallelogram in the problem, and I know that I'm looking at the diagonals here, and I know that they bisect each other, or they're cut in half. So I can set up two equations there. I have x equals y plus 2, and then I have y plus 10 equals 2x minus 8. Now here, I have two variables, so I'd either have to do substitution or elimination. Here I already see that there's an x by itself in that equation, so I'm going to use substitution to solve. So now my equation is going to look like this. I replaced x in that second equation with y plus 2. Now since there's only one variable, I can go ahead and solve for y, then plug in and solve for x. I'm going to distribute. I'm going to combine like terms, so that 4 and negative 8 turns into negative 4. Now I'm going to combine my y's, and finally combine my numbers, so I'm left with y is equal to 14. Now my last step, I'm going to plug 14 into that original equation, x equals y plus 2, so x then would equal 16. And if I plugged in these numbers for x and y, I would see that I get two equal sides on each diagonal. Let's look at one more example. So here I have another parallelogram. I know this is a parallelogram because I see that the opposite sides are marked parallel. And I'm going to use the information given to answer 4 questions. In number 1, I want to figure out what angle A is. I see that angle A is next to angle B, so I know that these angles are supplementary. So to find angle A, I would do 180 minus 127, and I'd be left with 53 degrees. Angle D is opposite of angle B, so I know that those are equal, so angle D is also 127 degrees. And I'd be done there. To solve for x, I know that opposite sides in a parallelogram are equal, so I can make an equation x plus 2 equals 2x minus 3. In 2 steps, I can solve and find that x is equal to 5. Finally, to figure out what the length of side AB is, I plug 5 in for x, and I see that AB is equal to 7. That would be the same answer if I asked you to find what the length of CD was as well. And that would be it.